Season of the Chosen is here, and so is a new exotic bow called Ticuu's Divination. So this is a great exotic with some real potential, and it combines both tracking and exploding arrows. So today I'm going to have a look at the weapon, the stats, and also the all-important how to get the bow. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. So Ticuu's Divination is an exotic energy combat bow with some really interesting perks. So first of all, we've got Sacred Flame, where hip firing this weapon fires multiple tracking projectiles. Targets marked by these projectiles explode upon death or when struck by another Sacred Flame explosion. And we've also got causality arrows, so arrows fired while aiming down sights cause Sacred Flames to instantly detonate, and precision hits with perfectly drawn arrows increase the power of this detonation. So in terms of stats, it's got 68 for impact, 52 for accuracy, 57 for stability, 69 for handling, 64 for reload speed, and it's got a draw time of 612. So as well as the main perks, it comes with tactile string, which slightly increases the stability, and also straight fletching, which increases accuracy. So what you want to do, once you pick this up, you want to go to Banshee 44 in the tower, and then pick up the quest for the catalyst, because that is going to make this much more powerful. So the weapon works in a couple of modes. So first of all, you can hip fire the bow, which triggers Sacred Flame, and you'll see when you're hip firing the weapon a little targeting box around enemies. So arrows are going to track those targets pretty aggressively. The arrows stick in the enemies until they die, and when they do, they're going to explode. So the other mode for the bow is aiming down sights, and that triggers causality arrows. So this causes Sacred Flames to instantly detonate and precision hits to increase the power of the detonation. So this means you can basically pepper enemies in hip fire mode and prep them with a few arrows, and then hit them with a shot aiming down sights, ideally a precision hit, and that is going to cause them to explode. So this one is really good fun. So next up, let's have a look at how to get the weapon. So to get this weapon, there are a couple of ways. So if you're a Season of the Chosen Season Pass holder, then you can get access to this weapon immediately. So what you want to do is check the Season Pass page and check the gifts on the paid track at the bottom, and it's the first thing that you can open up. So just open up that package and the bow is going to be yours. Otherwise, you can get this on the free track too, but it doesn't unlock until season rank 35. So I've only been testing the bow for a few hours since the launch of Season of the Chosen, but this one is a really fun bow for sure, with some really effective exotic perks. We haven't had tracking arrows before, plus the explosions are very useful for clearing a whole bunch of Cabal in the new Battlegrounds activity. I'd love to hear what you think of Ticuu's Divination bow. Let me know down in the comments. But before we go today, what I want to do is check out the lore, as there's some really interesting bits of information in there. So Ticuu's Divination lore, 3 points, push through forever. The 2 legionnaires rooted through the armory of the deposed emperor. They swept the rubble aside and lifted a bow of sharp metal, its thin frame of blackened blades bound with wire. This is the one that the Scions made so you can't miss. Huh? How'd they do it? They put time in it. What kind of time? The kind so when you shoot, that's always when the arrows hit. You never miss? Not unless you were going to anyway. But if you do miss, it'll make it a time that you don't. Right. Unless this time was a time when you did? It was the 3rd day of the dry joining. Ticuu's voice was rasped raw. He still clutched the bow to his chest and held it placid in his mind. Ticuu melded his thoughts with the null, a bastardized meta-concert, one in the expanse, a temporal harmony of one. 3 arrows, hissing faintly with solar power, bristled in his fist. Then, an echo, a rusty whine of horsehair on frayed wire. Ticuu plucked the bowstring. Spots of blood appeared on the floor. He plucked again, filling the air with oppressive vibration. Blood welled from his fingers and dripped to match the pattern at his feet. How's it make arrows? Well, they come from time, because they got put there before. When you shoot it, how does it know what heads to hit? It goes in time and it gets a future where heads always had arrows in them. But which heads though? The ones that had arrows already. Ticuus' mind emptied itself, dissipating across the pitch and the froth of what was to be. Time was an empty wheel around him. His song held it, and the joining pinned it in place. 3 points of harmony between the will and the physical. His fist rose. 3 shafts pierced his Y-shaped pupil. They had always been there. 3 points pushed through forever. Well, really, really interesting stuff there. And also a little bit of comedy with the Cabal in the lore there. But let me know down in the comments what you think of Ticuus' Divination, and how do you think it compares to other recent exotic designs. Well, that is it for this guide on how to get Ticuus' Divination in Destiny 2. And as always, thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. If you want to join the community, check out the Discord link in the description, or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the battlegrounds.
This Legion's champion is near, Guardian. Perform the rite of proving, call him out, and show him the power of the light.